All right, I thought this was a pretty fun one. You might want to spend a little bit of time on this just because there's a lot of components that are pretty important. I'm not going to spend the whole time reading through this, but it says that the measurements for this floor are 6 by 4. Six meters by 4 meters. And she wants to tile it red, blue, white tiles, each of which is 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Now we talked before, I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, I guess number 3 where we had to go with kilograms to grams, etc. Here we're going to want to do the same thing with centimeters to meters. So if it's 20 centimeters, that means each tile is going to be 0.2 by 0.2 meters. All in here, this is 24 meters squared, and here it is 0.04 meters squared, and you'll see why we need that in a second. So if we want to know how many tiles we need, we take the total squared, or the area of the first big thing, divide it by the area of each individual tile. The units cancel out. 24 divided by 0.04 is 600. So all in all, we need 600 total tiles. Okay. Now there's 3 of them, and they have different requirements. So we have Jasmine, Katie, and Lucy, and they have red, blue, and white tiles. So we could deal with the ratios first. So it says Jasmine uses red, blue, and red, and these are the tile composition. So 4, 5 to 1. Katie uses red and white tiles only with half as many red as white. So half as many, so 1, 2, and no blue. And then Lucy has 3 times as many blue as red. 3 times as many blue as red with no white. So these are the ratios of all of the different tiles to each other. And we didn't know these totals. So the question is, how do we get there? And this is how we get there. And this is going to be a really, really crucial concept. So I really want you to make sure you spend the time to make sure you're okay with it. So we're going to come over here to red, blue, white. Okay, so these are the ratios. And this, so we'll call this so this is ratios, and this will be fractions. And once we have the fractions, we'll be able to multiply by 600 to find the counts for everything. So the fractions, though, are going to be each one of these individual numbers divided by the total numbers. Okay, so what that means is 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So that means the proportion, the fraction of red tiles compared to all of the rest of the tiles is going to be 4 out of every 10. Blue will be 5 out of every 10. And white will be 1 out of 10. Again, this is going to be a huge, crucial concept for you to make sure you're okay with. Going from ratios to fractions, knowing that you have to add up all the numbers to give you the denominator. It's not just 4 divided by 5 plus 1, for example. For this lady, Katie, it'll be, red is going to be 1 over 1 plus 2 is 3, not 1 over 2. And then here it will be 2 over 3. And then this is 0 over 3. Obviously, you could just ignore that if you'd like. And then here, 1 over 4, 3 over 4, 0 over 4. And now from here, we can get the actual counts. Okay, counts. So we'll do 600 times 4 over 10, which happens to be 240. 600 times 5 over 10 is 300. 600 times 1 over 10 is 60. And if you were to add all of these up, you would see that these all add up to 600, which is exactly what we needed. Now we're going to do the same thing. 600 times 1/3, 600 times 2/3, 600 times 1/4, 600 times 3/4, which gives us, I'll just fill in these numbers here, 200, 400, 150, 450, 0, 0. Now the question is asking us, what is the difference between the total number of white tiles and the total number of red tiles that are needed? So red and white. So we can add up all the whites, we can add up all the reds, which comes to, there's 130 reds and 460 whites. And 460 minus 130 is 390. And that's the answer.